Test 7, Discrete Functions, Sequence and Series. Application problem 3. A sequence is defined by the recursive formula t1 equals to 4, t2 equals to 5, and tn equals to tn minus 1 plus 1 divided by tn minus 2, where n belongs to a set of natural numbers, n is greater than 2. Determine t123. I'd like you to note the question, try it yourself, stop the video at the moment, and then look into the solution. This is one of our very good questions from the previous test papers, and knowing how to solve this will help you a lot in coming examination or test. Now here is how we are going to do it. Since the recursive formula is given to us, let's find out what the terms are, right? So we know t1 is 4, so let's say t1 equals to 4. t2 is 5, so you say t2 equals to 5. How about t3? So t3 is equals to tn minus 1 plus 1 divided by tn minus 2. I prefer to call it previous term, and this is previous to previous, correct? So the previous term is term number 2, which is 5, so I get 5 plus 1, and previous to previous is 4. So we get 6 over 4, which can be simplified as, both can be divided by 2, and we have 3 over 2, correct. Now t4. t4 is equals to previous term, which is 3 over 2. So let's write 3 over 2 plus 1 divided by previous to previous, which is 5. Now 1 can be written as 2 over 2, so 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 over 2 divided by 5. So 5 over 2 divided by 5 gives us half, right? So let's write here. Let's have half, correct? t5. t5 is previous term plus 1, which is half. Half plus 1 divided by the term before that, which is 3 by 2. 3 by 2. So 1 plus half is 3 by 2. So we get 3 by 2 over 3 by 2, which is 1. 1. Correct. Now let's see what is t6. Now t6 equals to previous term plus 1, which is 1 plus 1, divided by previous to that, which is half. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 divided by half, which will give us 4. So 4 is same as t1. Do you see that? Well, so that's good. So what we will do is we'll write our terms, what we got here. So the terms which we got, let me write them all together because it seems that it is repeating, right? So t1 is 4 for us. So that's the first term. The second term is 5. The third term is 3 over 2. Fourth term is half. Fifth term is 1. And sixth term is 4. Okay, so of course when I start with 4, so we can try what is the seventh term, right? So let me do here. Seventh term should be previous term plus 1, which is 5, and 5 divided by, okay, so let's do that. So t7 will be, okay, let's do it here. t7 equals to previous term plus 1, which is 4 plus 1, divided by the term before that, which is 1, which is 5. Do you see that? So the next term is 5 for us. So what we see is that the terms are repeating, right? So let's number them. So what we got here is, this is our term number 1. Let me write T1. This is T2. This is T3, T4, T5, T6, T7. And again we got, same terms, right? 4, 5, and therefore the sequence will repeat, correct? Now that's how we have, right? So this is a repeating pattern where it repeats after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms, right? The 6th term is repeated. Now the question before us is, determine T123. So what is 123 equal to? Of course 123 has to be amongst these numbers, right? Now, so term number 5 is 1. So if you go by multiples of 5, term number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So like that, if you go by multiples of 5, then the multiples of 5 will be T5. That means 120 will be T5, right? And then 21, 22, 23 should be 3 by 2. So we should get 3 by 2 as our answer. So I hope you understand the logic which we followed here, right? Right? So every 5th term is going to be 5. I mean, after that repeat, 6th term is repeated, right? So we do have a function which is called mod function. So if we do mod of 5, that means we divide the term number by 5, and then whatever the remainder is, that gives us the term number. So I'm not explaining you mod function here, but I'm trying to give you an idea about it. So we have a mod function, mod of 5. If we divide 123, let's say by 5, then remainder, whatever remainder we get. So we can divide, and then we'll get a remainder of 120 will go fully plus 3. Do you see that? So remainder in this case will be 3, right? So what I'm trying to say is, try doing this. 123 divided by 5, okay? So 5 times 2 is 10, and then you get 23. 5 times 4 is 20. The remainder is 3. That's what the remainder I'm talking about. The remainder gives us the term number 1, 2, 3. So 3 by 2 is the answer. So you could use mod function to figure out which term number should correspond to T123 in a series which repeats like this, correct? So that's one way of doing it. The other way is that you see that after every 5th term it repeats. So 120 will be 5th term, kind of, right? If you go like that, then 21, 22, 23. So it should be 3 over 2. I hope you appreciate the logic. It's like a tricky thing. We'll talk about mod functions separately, okay? Look into my videos on mod functions later. But I hope you understand the concept, right? We cannot really write 100 terms here to get 123, but we can derive at it from the pattern. And the pattern is very clear over here now, right? I hope you appreciate it. Thank you. If not, let me know. Write down the comments and we can see how better we can explain this. Thank you.